Hello everyone and welcome on episode 3 of the of the of the Vice City live series. Well, actually we started again. It's actually the series from beginning till the end. And after episode 2 we're now at episode 3 and seems like I had some trouble with YouTube because, episode 1 was 11 hours and 30 minutes. And unfortunately, there seemed to be some small copyright problems. There was one song of about 12 seconds. And of course, they said ding 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 ding, you're not eligible for monetization. And unfortunately, they also can't edit the video because it's too long. It says, oh, we can't trim your video because, or mute the part with the copyrighted material because it is too long to edit. It's 11 hours and 30 minutes. We're unable to edit that kind of video. So yeah, well, that's Vice City for you. So what we're now going to do is actually quite boring. We're going to do the taxi missions. Well, not the missions, just the taxi drop-offs. Because we already finished the asset missions of Kaufman cabs. And Kaufman is actually, it's German. It's a German word. Oh my fucking hell. I shouldn't have taken the heli. Anyway. Okay, so we are going to take this Tiger taxi to do it. Get in. And that's the reason why I prefer to do the taxi drop-offs right here on this part of Vice City, because the highway is very convenient to go to one way or another. So we spend a lot of time on this highway to go north and south, because many of the destinations are actually located on this highway. For example, Canis or Viceport. Also going to the airport is very convenient. Sunshine Auto is very easy. Or all the way back to the stadium or the downtown police station. So yeah, well, we need to do 100 of these. This is the first one. So I expect this to be like at least 2 hours. Destination docks and Viceport. And that's the reason why I understand if you don't want to follow along, because this is quite mechanical. Just doing the drop-offs, driving from point A to point B all the time. But yeah, well, luckily in GTA San Andreas they changed it from 100 to 50. Not sure if you have to do them in a row.
Taxi, brother!
And I'm not sure how that speed bonus actually works, because sometimes I really drive in the fastest way possible from point A and point B, but still they refuse to give me the speed bonus.
I will slap your foot.
And also that's the reason why I keep the gang missions to the very last moment.
Son, you just hit my ride.
Because otherwise those Haitians start shooting at you and annoy you or pop your tires. But now that I still didn't do those Haitian missions, I can still drive safely around in Little Haiti. And I've been thinking to do a new series about Caesar 3. Maybe some of you may be familiar with that. Caesar 3 was one of the bestsellers of Sierra Studios back in the 90s, I think 1997, where you have to build like a Roman city. So you're appointed as the new governor, and so Rome and Caesar, they give you assignments, look like build a city here, build a city there, on strategic locations. And so it becomes more challenging the more you progress, but it's also very, very beautiful and also very interesting. You'll learn a lot about history and the Roman Empire. Yeah, it's now 1:30 in the morning here in Belgium, and I'm doing this episode at this very hour simply because it's a boring episode because of the taxi drop-offs. And so we can do episode 4 with the most important missions later on when everyone in Europe is awake again, which will be after lunchtime. I'm probably going to stay awake all night because I've been sleeping yesterday all day. I woke up briefly around 12 o'clock to eat lunch because my mom cooked spaghetti.
Oye, para, taxi, por favor.
You see, police station in Little Havana, very easy to go there. Okay, 6 are done, 94 to go. Later on I will be able to make an estimate average. So right now we are streaming for like almost 9 minutes. We have 6 fares, so that should be 90 seconds per fare for now. That amount will probably drop later on, because in the beginning we had to go all the way to Kaufman Caps. That took a minute. And also part of booting up the game and everything. That of course takes time. So I think on average it will be 60 seconds. And it's not only the trip time, but also finding a new fare, letting the passenger get in, and every now and then we need to go to the pay and spray shop to get some repairs. I forgot where are we going. This is also a very convenient part of the road here in this part of Vice City, that you have this middle section that is just flat and open for you to drive. I think we have to go to the stadium. Yeah. I find it very annoying when you have to drop them off like at that centered space. And I don't like it because these are actually chairs or anything. And also you see the new fare is somewhere upstairs, but we can't get there with a taxi. You know, and then it starts trying to find us a fare right here. Behind us. Oh my fucking god. Okay, get in. Police station Little Havana. Very good, very easy. Police station in Little Havana is quite popular. Many people want to get a drop-off there. They don't necessarily go to the police station itself. It can also be that snack bar at the other side of the road. They have that tool store as well. And since we need to have 100 fares, you know, every single fare is actually a percentage. Now we have done 8%. Now we have 9%. Speed bonus. Okay, seems like we are not allowed to crash into anyone or drive over anyone, and then we can get a speed bonus. Police station in downtown. Still a speed bonus, that's nice. I thought I would miss it.
Hey, yo, taxi.
Little Havana. Yeah, and despite the fact that it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I still have 2 views right now. Nobody said hello yet, but that's okay. They don't stay there for a long time because it's just passenger drop-offs. I mean, I'm not doing any missions yet, so that's probably not too interesting for them. And the police station here, this drop-off point is also near Cherry Poppers.
Yo, taxi, brother.
Yeah, where do you want to go? Stadium? That's 30 seconds already. Hey, we have a third viewer. Most welcome. Fortunately, left in less than 10 seconds. But that's alright. And the reason why it's alright is because when nobody is watching, I can just say the hell I want. You know, I can tell the funniest stories, the funniest jokes, and everything. And I don't need to be scared that someone is going to be offended or, you know, going to complain about or something, or, you know, going to curse me in live chat. So that's very convenient. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Come in. Sunshine Autos. Here we go. However, I'm thinking about something. You know, when you are in this kind of...
Excuse me? What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Damn, baby. You're so ugly you make blind kids.
Let's see if we can follow along with the radio communication of...
Guys, you know, like actor.
If I switch it off, let's see if we can get some radio communication from our dispatcher. Also, that K-chat thing is also way too funny, you know. Also VCPR, but I prefer K-chat more. You have those more semi-scientific debates with appalling academics who come with the strangest, you know, theories and stuff about society. It's too funny, you know. And, you know, Amy is actually has a very nice voice, you know, in K-chat. Now, I'm not getting any radio communication just yet. Hey, come on, guys! I need a fare. There it is. Police station downtown. Hey, we got another viewer. Most welcome. Hello, how are you? Welcome on K-chat. Oh no, I'm sorry. Welcome on Vice City. Yeah, I was talking about K-chat earlier with Amy, you know. Now let's tune in. Let's see what she has to say.
These people ain't fit. They ain't got a clue. When you fit, you know it. If you come into the locker room, you know I spit for football. Able to wrestle.
Oh, that's
pound,
BJ
curse
Smith
somebody, or
commercial.
outstate. That's what people need. If someone comes to jack your ride, are you gonna bust a aerobic move? Hell no. But when you know how to grab another man by the face mask and twist him around and so he tears ligaments in his back and never play again, I mean, that's some real useful everyday stuff. And I should know. I ain't been there.
You know, I just don't want to talk
Oh no,
about
he's a
football
guest
anymore.
on the radio
Well,
show. It's not his radio spot.
Or washing the car. What good is a leotard when you're washing the car? Well, put a man in a helmet and a cup, and he can wash a car in dignity. That's fighting fit football.
Unfortunately,
It really
our
runs
viewer
the
left.
program. The best way to get your body fit is to have total disregard for your body. Every now and then you wake up and come out of concussion and say, damn, I look good.
BJ, you talk funny. We'll be back on K-chat right after these messages. Are you tired of your couches getting ruined?
Oh, Grandpa.
I made twinkles again.
If you've got old people cluttering up your home, why not send them to Musty Pines? We'll help bring back dignity, and we promise it will be the best 3 months of their lives. They'll enjoy bingo, complaining, mumbling incoherently, skinny dipping, and organ donation. And once a month, it's our famous Lucky Dip medication switching night. Musty Pines is located at a luxurious location overlooking Vice City's state-of-the-art sanitation facilities. You can still visit your old people, but now you have the comfort of knowing you don't have to. After they pass on to something better, guaranteed in 3 months or less, you can start enjoying their money. Finally, you can have quality family time again. Musty Pines. Now, you don't have to say goodbye. Drive-through service also available.
You know, that is really crazy, you know.
Hi, well, hello there, Danny. I didn't know it was hockey season.
Hey, can I borrow a knife?
A deadly curse, a deranged killer, a small town in tears. Knife After Dark, rated R for retarded.
Ew, that's gross, BJ. Stop hitting on me. Hi, I'm Amy, and you're on K-Chat. So, what do you need to do for BJ's Fit for Football?
Well, Ansel, anybody can do it. What you need is a real expensive gym, a team of trainers, medical practitioners, dietitians, a big crowd.
Alright, let's switch off for a while. I want to talk about that, you know, those commercials that we just had about Musty Pines. That is just crazy, you know. How they advertise for like some resort to drop your old people off where they only stay for 3 months or less, guaranteed. and then you can enjoy their money and have family quality time again. We all know it's a joke and it's a game, but I remember when I was a teenager I wouldn't mind, but now that I am getting older and older, you know, and I'm 33, it's crazy. I would never let my parents hear to that Musty Pines commercial. It's way over the top. I mean, back in that time, you know, in what year was it? I think 2003, 2004 that this came out. Back in those days, 20 years ago, that was still widely acceptable, but now you have to be a lot more cautious about jokes and what you say about other people or specific types of people, in this case old people. You just can't make jokes anymore about whatever you want.
Heavy on the fools, you know what I mean, Nick?
The hardware store in Little Havana. Let's go. And then we have that other commercial, Knife After Dark. A deadly curse, a deranged killer, a small town in tears. Knife After Dark, rated R for retarded. It's great, you know, it's genius, but it's a bit scary, you know. It's weird because you hear that cute boy's voice, like, hey, can I borrow a knife? Well, actually, it starts with that old man saying, well, hello there, Danny. I didn't know it was hockey season. He's probably walking around already with a baseball bat. And then asking, hey, can I borrow a knife? It sounds a bit like Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer, who is actually in his much younger years showing interest in dead animals and, you know, already cutting animals open that have died to have a look inside and everything. Yeah, well, that's Knife After Dark. Yeah, it reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer cutting people open at night. With a knife or with that automatic bread knife. Like cutting the legs and arms off. Where to go, sir? Hop in. Hospital, Little Havana. Okay. Maybe it is based on Jeffrey Dahmer. Did that idea, that commercial, I mean, of Life After Dark. I don't know. But then they speak about a deadly curse, and Jeffrey Dahmer has nothing to do with a curse. He was a deranged killer.
Oye, taxi, soy veterano.
Holland Pete's Bike Emporium. Kid stuff. Okay, we're already at 23 fares. Very nice. Yeah, it's quite mechanical, I know. But, you know, after this one, I mean, the most boring missions are done.
Cabby, I need a ride.
Get in. Ducks. if you guys have seen the series of Jeffrey Dahmer, let me know. I've watched it when I was back in Thailand. My housemate had a subscription on Netflix, and he was so kind to give me a profile on his account. And then I was able to watch it. So when he was out for work, I was watching the telly all the time, watching all the episodes. It's one of the most genius series created. It is so highly realistic. It really feels like the 80s.
Oh, the magical mystery tour, please.
In every single aspect. The lifestyle, the cars, the music, the way people think, it's all 80s. And we have, you know, Jeff as a quite bright young man, and yet still failing in all aspects of life. Failing in school, especially in college, and then failing in the army, failing to keep a job. But there was no YouTube back in the 80s, so he didn't have a chance to start a live stream gaming channel. So yeah, he just lived with his grandmother and then just worked in a chocolate factory because there was no YouTube channel that he could have. Oh my, I need to go to the airport. Yeah, with all that talking, I forget to take the right way. So I was saying that with Jeff Dahmer, yeah, well, he failed in many aspects of life, and in that way I can relate to him. I did not fail at school. I have my master's in management, and I have some other diplomas and certificates, but yeah, I'm out of a job now. I used to have my own company, but we failed to generate any revenue, and so somehow I feel like Jeff, but I don't feel attracted to someone's intestines or intestines, how you pronounce it. I don't know. If you're from America, let me know. How do you pronounce intestines or intestines? What's the correct way to say it? Hey, I know you're watching. I can see it. Live chat is open. Just put it there. How do you pronounce intestines or intestines? I don't see any chat message from you appearing now. I'll just say intestines. I think that's the most logical one. My viewer left. I probably scared them off by just talking about Jeffrey Dahmer and then saying, hey, I know you're watching. Talk to me. Maybe he thought, oh my god, let's get out of here or he's gonna kill me. Yeah, how am I supposed to know how to say intestines when I'm driving this taxi? I can't just Google while I'm driving this taxi. And I don't want to pause the game. Yeah, well, back to Jeffrey Dahmer then. And Knife After Dark and Musty Pines. Oh yeah, the things, the activities that lady sums up, like they will spend time complaining, mumbling incoherently. No, she starts with bingo. Bingo, complaining, mumbling incoherently, and then every Friday, it's the medication switching night or something. Oh my goodness. Now I'm thinking, does Grand Theft Auto 5 also have, you know, like progression? Like 100% or anything like that? Can't remember that there is like a tab for statistics where you can see like completion. To the airport, okay. Okay, let's go back to Amy. Let's see what she has to say.
Are you tired of Mom?
Hi, Angel. Do you want to read a book or go outside?
The arcade comes to your living room, only without the creepy guys offering to show you puppies.
Awesome!
The Degenitron, you can play video games just like you were in the arcade.
Excellent!
The Degenitron gaming system plays 3 exciting games, including Defender of the Faith, where you save the green dots with your fantastic flying red square. Monkey's Paradise, where you swing from green dot to green dot with your red square monkey.
That's red!
And Penetrator, where you smash the green dots deep inside the mysterious red square.
Wow!
The Degenitron brings arcade realism to your living room. It can even take quarters, and a strange, sweaty man comes by to empty the machine on Fridays. Degenitron, fighting the evil of boredom.
I'll never go to school again!
Do you have dry mouth? It protects your teeth, fights infection, and lubricates your food. But what happens when you run out of saliva? Or personal dryness upstairs? It's Salivex.
Wow, I can spit again.
Salivex is more than saliva in a can. Salivex improves consumption efficiency by 50%. No more halfway chores like coating your throat with cooking oil to have that extra piece of cake or bowl of kitty litter.
After a night out, my tongue tasted like garbage. It was embarrassing. Now with Salivex, I can eat a whole box of crackers or lick my life partner's
Stamp collection.
all night.
It's like having a salivation army in my mouth. Now I can suck up
Lollipop.
for as long as I want.
Salivex tastes like your own saliva. That's because at Salivex's state-of-the-art production facilities, we use salivation philanthropists who make Salivex all day. Salivex, when it comes to personal dryness upstairs, we're deadly serious.
Welcome back to K-Jack. My next guest is the star of the hit show, Just the Five of Us, where he appears as the rich father of a family of misfits. But more recently, he's working on the controversial theater piece, In the Future, There Will Be Robots. Claude Magnant, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Amy. However, you have mispronounced my name. It's Madge, which rhymes with badge, as in duh, and no as in more than you. Maginot. Anyway, thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to discuss my art.
Yes, you're so funny. Now, Claude, you're an interesting man, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Because on the one hand, you're on the funniest show in the whole wide world, Just the Five of Us, and on the other, you do those weird theater dance shows which aren't funny.
Yes, thank you, technical school dropout. I'm sure sitting here talking all day is terribly difficult. Juilliard is not. In the Future There Will Be Robots is not a funny piece. It deals with the most important issues in the world today. Love, pain, suffering, skin-tight pants, and well-stretched groin muscles. But see, music has no name, Amy. It's about depth and texture and sense of community that emerges from the struggle going on within all of us. Between man and machine. Between the angel and the beast. It's as if Petrushka and Leonard Bernstein were in a ferocious dance competition with switchblades. That is passion, my dear.
Okay. So it's a bit like Just the Five of Us. What a show! I love Jimmy. He's so cute, even though he looks so young.
I'd rather not talk about my complications working with him. I'm a performer. I express myself any way I can, while I'd never attempt to describe Just the Five of Us as anything other than worshipless pap. I need to support my serious art. It's like stealing a boombox to do live interpretive dance. If I bring joy to people's hearts doing an interpretation of a tree in the park, who is harmed? There is a value I derive from art, as a man, as a creator, and that is this. Never overestimate the dreadfulness of the mass market, the degrading excess of the culture, or the horrors that we all have within it.
Great, yeah. Me too. But as Mr. Chesterfield, you're so funny. What is it you say? Not in my house. That gets me every time, especially after the drunken tramp you adopted has wet himself. Oh, say it for me, please.
As they say in France, matrice.
Please.
Not in my house. Please, I came on your fine show to discuss art, not people that whore themselves out on the altar of commercial success, dancing like a puppet alongside a genetic freak, although I do that too.
Okay, Moody. So what do you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. My performance at the Hollywood Bowl, perhaps. There are some that attend the concert inside. I am the concert outside myself. In the parking lot where we build bonfires and dance. It comes back to the seriousness of my purpose. At a young age, I held puppet shows on the corner that had people weeping and lying down in the streets. It's about movement, about encouraging ordinary, working-class people that there is something enervating about a modern dance performance. That seeing in the future there will be robots will change your life, no matter what your life's like now.
Kind of like getting a new haircut.
Yes, exactly. No, nothing like a new haircut, you half-wit. This is movement. Watch my hand. Yes, movement. There's a manatee on stage. See? He cannot hear from the wall of Wagner around him. We have lasers that shoot him down, cut him free his soul from the bondage of the past. And then on stage, we have snow that falls and represents love in all its forms. The robot makes a snow angel, and we begin to cry. Close curtain.
Okay. Well, I'd love just the 5 of us.
Please, 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 enough! 5 succeeds while robots starve. Attendance has been poor. If I were opening this with the Orquestra Filarmonica de Jalapa in Mexico, there would be riots in the streets with small children giving me flowers and weeping. Here in Vice City, they wouldn't know art unless it came as a tube of beef jerky. They told me, Claude, it can't be done. Vice City is for sun worshippers and Philistines, and I told them no. I told them if I'm directing a work of commercial dross down there, I must save my soul with some serious art. But to be honest, Amy, they were right. I feel ahead of my time. The best artists are ignored. I mean, surely any right-minded person would rather spend an evening watching me express the meaning of space as I move delicately across the stage in the dance of desire and denigration than flopping around in a disco or a nightclub or sucking the electric teat of television.
I know I would.
God, I mean, what is wrong with you people?
What, my hair?
What?
My hair is all wrong. It clashes with my dress.
Zeus, Cicero, Shakespeare, Flaubert, someone, please save me from this hellhole. My dear, you are so ignorant. I'm trying to save you, to save everyone. You don't see the art around you. Are you in search of old lang synes, singing Madama Butterfly on a windowsill, or relegating yourself to a cricket in Huckleberry Finn? I'm a movement that conquers love, while you complain about your dress. Know you not how important my mission be?
Right. Cool. Okay, Mr. Chesterfield, I mean, Mr. Magonaut, you've got to hang in there. You're on K-Chat, and I'll be right back.
At the law firm of DeLeo and Furax, we understand that sometimes life throws you a curveball. We help our blue-chip clients get their lives back after circumstances have conspired against them. Just listen.
It was an unfortunate accident what happened to my wife on that precarious cliff. DeLeo and Furax can't bring my wife back, but they made sure I didn't end up in the slammer.
I was unfortunate enough to be found with 15 kilos in my spare tire. I was so mad at the auto repair shop that sold me that tire. Thanks to DeLeo and Furax, the district attorney saw it that way too.
I accidentally torched a Quickie Mart when my medication ran out. DeLeo and Furax helped me and the community by ensuring a healthy settlement from the pharmaceutical companies.
At DeLeo and Furax, we understand the judicial system and will ensure the truth is heard, no matter how improbable. We're not cheap, but what price can you put on truth? Call DeLeo and Furax today at 866-974-2333 866-9-SHADY. That's 866-9-SHADY. DeLeo and Furex. Accidents happen, and we'll prove it.
The store leading the fight against communism is having a blowout sale. Ammunition has a wide array of peacemakers. Come by Ammunition on Militia Mondays, exercise your Second Amendment rights, and get 10% off all armor-piercing bullets. We're the only gun store that lets you try it before you buy it. Need anti-tank missiles? We've got them. Flamethrowers? Oh, yeah. No credit? No problem. No money down. 90 days, same as cash. Shoot now, pay later. During the 10-minute waiting period, fire off a few rounds of the Ammunition gun range, featuring faces of famous Tommy Pinkos. Come by Ammunition and register to win an anti-aircraft gun actually used when we whooped Australia's ass. This weekend is the Ammunition Film Festival with 3 screenings of the documentary Red Dawn. Ammunition, protecting your rights.
You're back on Day Chat with me, Amy, and my special guest. Let's go to the phone.
Mr. Maginot, Bruce from Porn Island. Big fan of the show, Mr. Maginot, big fan. I don't know about the robot thing. It's weird. Quickly, is he really 42? Did he shop in the kids aisle? Did he get on roller coaster rides? I mean, what's the deal? Did he pay half price for the movie?
No comment. Next caller.
Oh my God, trauma. I meant that's my line. I'm supposed to say that. God, this guy is such a dick. Next caller. Oh, who's on the line? I mean, who's on line? Oh, what number is it? Who's on the line?
Hello, Claude. This is Morgan. I'm just vacationing down here, having finished my doctoral thesis into images of young boys in post-lapsarian Greece and the erotic understatement of the fugue in contemporary Baroque. Fascinating stuff.
Do you have a question? I'm confused.
No, woman. I just wanted to tell Claude about my thesis and discuss his bleaker Death in Venice street period. Of course I have a question, you silly girl. Claude, I saw Robots. Big fan, and that's praise indeed coming from me. I normally hate anything humanity has achieved since 1836. But one thing fascinated me. Claude, about the show, the pants. They were so tight, so fitted. How do you get such a marvelous, close, sequined figure hugging fit and still? Oh, and were the sequins a reference to lasers?
Yes, my, I agree. Thanks for calling. That is an important question. You see, I'm an important person, and I especially think so. It is really important for people to see my form move through space in very tight pants, or the effect is ruined. Interpretive dance cannot be expressed in baggy clothing. It's like a violin parade. Otherwise, why have a love story with a manatee and the lasers? It's very important.
You're kind of creepy. You're nothing like you are on the show. You're so funny there, joking with the family and putting out the fire started by the homeless guy and starting group hugs. But in real life, you're just plain creepy. You won't even tell us how old Jimmy is. All you talk about is Archie stuff like that nobody understands because it's complicated and how tight your pants are.
That's not true. I also discussed love and passion and the manatee and the lasers. You, my dear, could use all 3. You, my dear, are a Philistine. I'm sorry, but this is one of the most degrading, debasing, horrific, unedifying, opportunistic things I have ever done in my life since that whole Rake's Progress lawnmower commercial. I feel dirty, like I just sat in something.
You did. Our last guest was taken violently ill.
Yes, well, such is the plight of radio. Rather than grumble like Leporello or a taxi driver about my duties cleaning the back seat, I shall bid you adieu.
Okay, thanks, Claude. Next, we have a very important guest who doesn't dance like a weird jerk. We'll be back right after this. You're on K-Chat.
Knights of the road, here's your stallion. The car for freedom. The car for hot excitement. The car for a man who is alone against the elements. The drive is back. It's the power of a compact.
Looks small, but it's so big.
If you inject me. My Matsu Thunder. On the toll road of life, you have to pay to prove you can. Live the emotion of an individual. The awesome power of nature distilled into one vehicle. Because after you get struck by lightning,
this I found under your bed. The only Engels you're going to read is Laura Ingalls Wilder.
If you think your child might be a red, here are some warning signs. They read complicated literature and have concern for their fellow man. They even like to share. Tell your kids if someone approaches them with pamphlets about recycling, an invitation to a labor rally, or showing any doubts about the fairness of our system, then they should find a teacher or a policeman immediately. Do yourself a favor. Take both hands off the wheel and touch the steering. Do you feel the power? Ah, yes, friend, there's a lot of evil in the world, but there is also good. And I have been sent to shine a light on all degenerates, philanderers, liberals, and other evildoers, and expose them for what they really are. Don't waste your money on unnecessary and corrupting material possessions. Give it to me. There's only one thing that will save you. A highly fortified structure in the shape of the most powerful thing on the planet. Me. Degenerates will ruin this great city. In my wonderful book, I tell of the impending disaster about to befall this planet. Nuclear holocaust, plagues of flying rodents, the seas rising up and turning yellow. It is coming. It is written by me, but you can save yourself. Contribute to the Pastor Richard Salvation Statue Fund. Pick up your telephone. Call now. 1-866-9-SAVE-ME.
Hi, and welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're listening to K-Chat, Vice City's only commercial talk station. The place where the stars shine in conversation with you and me. I'm Amy Scheckenhausen. My next guest is a rising star in the world of Norse mythology. He's appeared in several best-selling infomercials and travels the globe speaking at corporate training camps. His books and audio cassettes are sold around the world. He is Valhalla's finest deity and motivational speaker, Thor.
Hi. Hello, Amy.
Okay, I don't want to listen to Thor. But let's recap what we just heard. And that's just too funny, you know. So, we all know the show The Five of Us. And Jimmy that is claiming to say that he is 42. But because of his size, everybody thinks that he is a young boy. And apparently it seems to be true because Jimmy's real age is kept a secret by that guy. Claude, I think is his name. And Claude is refusing to say it. Also, we had that commercial about the Genetron. And it's funny because then a few minutes later we had that commercial about Pastor Richard's Salvation Statue Fund, which says, "I will cast an evil eye on the degenerates and all of the other people that we don't like." Degenetron. And also the games that they prescribe. Well, it is typical for the 80s, but it's still too funny how they show it, like a green square and a red square and the things that you have to do. But also the funniest thing about the Genetron is that it accepts quarters, and every week some strange guy is going to collect those quarters at your house. But also how those kids are responding to the Genetron, saying that in the end, I'll never go to school again. That is actually what a degenerate is all about, you know, unable to learn but unable to do anything and just slacking off. don't really like Thor, you know, those conversations with Thor. Destination Hospital in downtown. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm just getting a small headache. Hey, it looks like we're halfway. You see, 51 fares. Let's turn around. Sorry. Hardware store in Little Havana. But it's really funny, like how Amy was such a big fan of Just the Five of Us, and even with Claude, like begging him to do that quote again, like "not in my house." And apparently that is very funny to Amy, and but he is actually ashamed to be appearing in Just the Five of Us because he doesn't consider Just the Five of Us as art. He prefers to promote his very own show. In the future there will be robots, which according to him is about love and passion and about, you know, the sorrows of life. But in reality, it all doesn't make any sense. And then we had that caller calling about I didn't fully understand what he said, but it was like his thesis in the beginning. And then after Amy said, "Do you have a question?" and well, he said, "Of course I have a question." And he asked something, but I forgot what it was. Oh. It's a restaurant downtown. Oh yeah, Just the Five of Us. I think it's really cool. If there was TV in Vice City, it would be most amazing to just watch an episode of Just the Five of Us. Like comparing with in Grand Theft Auto 5, you have Republican Space Ranger and stuff like that, and in GTA 4 we had CNT talking about rich people. Yeah, you know that show, I'm Rich? Oh, that was so funny. I still think about it from time to time. Especially like that dwarf guy who got $750 million in stock options. New .com millionaire apparently. Who gets back on the people who bullied him back in school, like buying the companies where they're employed and then sacking them. I'm laughing with it because I wish I could do that. You know, people on the spectrum like me, they get in their younger years they get bullied all the time because, you know, people with autism, they are not standable, and so it feels good when you find a way to just get back to them in a way that they can't do anything. You know, you just buy the company and just sack them. Hole in Pete's Bike Emporium. Oh my fucking god. Also, that just the five of us show, you know, that on the other radio channels they have that other commercial where Jimmy is getting angry at his father. Like, but I'm 42. I look 12, but I'm a 42 investment banker. I want to go out and get laid. And then his father replies, Claude says, yeah, and I'm Santa Claus, now tidy your room. And he simply replies, asshole. I wish that Rockstar would actually, you know, do something with it, creating a show like that, just the five of us. Just for fun in GTA 6 or something, and present it like a rerun or something. Okay, look at the rerun from back in the 80s, just the five of us. That's some nostalgia TV channel or something, whatever. That would be really, really cool. And also, actually, that commercial about the Pastor Richard Salvation statue fund, that is actually the truth about all religions in the world. I just write a book or just pretend that you have some kind of story made up, and then you simply tell people that is the truth to scare them and to make them pay money. Like, don't waste your time on corrupting things and material. Give it to me. That's actually what every church around the world does. You know, like scaring people off. Say if you don't come here, you will go to a hell when you die, and the only way to avoid the hell is by coming here and spending your money. And you know, dumb people, they believe it and they go with it, and then they force their kids who are smarter than them to participate in those phony baloney church thing. Hey, we're at 61. We're almost at 2/3. Chemist in Little Haiti. Okay. He says, do yourself a favor. Save me. That's the end of his phone number. And you know, actually, Rockstar made real phone numbers out of those phone numbers, and that they worked for a couple of years. Then they finished doing that. And you're actually able to call with Pastor Richard. So it was a recording, of course, but you know, it actually worked, and it was great fun to call it. There are videos about it on YouTube, I guess. Ammunition in downtown.
I just do what I can, like fine, they go with the pen.
We're at 63, so that means 37 to go. So I think about 35 minutes left or something. Unless we need to go to a paint spray shop to get some repairs, then of course we need some extra minute. I miss Ash. I miss Casper, I miss Michael, and I miss that guy from Romania, which I forgot his... Oh my goodness. I killed my passenger. Come here. Airport. Excuse me for that. Yeah, you know, these taxi missions are quite boring, you know, it's unbelievable that Rockstar did this. I don't know if they changed it in the definitive version or something. Yeah, thank you very much. I was just looking at the other side of my screen and then bang. Some idiot crosses the street. And I slam into it. Okay. I really enjoy driving with this taxi. But unfortunately, or strangely enough, there is no radio dispatch available. That's a bit sad, but yeah, what am I gonna do about it? Maybe I need to do the 100 fares first before I can actually hear the radio communication, I don't know. Oops, or maybe it's only in Ocean Beach area? Oh, that would surprise me. I almost ran her over. Sunshine Autos, that's not too far. Now I'm getting a lot more views than before. Now I get around 10 views an hour. Before it was much less than that. And stop. Sí. Vamos. Pizza restaurant in Little Haiti. Okay. Looks like we're almost at 2/3 of the taxi drop-off mission. I was chatting with my friend earlier from Philippines. He lives in Mindoro. That's not to be confused with Mindanao. Mindoro Oriental is an island, a small island south of Manila. And you need to take a boat to get there from Batangas to Calapon or something. And I told him I want to go back to Mindoro, and he said, "What? I'm not worth it that you travel all the way to me." I said, "What? Why are you saying that?" He said, "Because I'm a nobody." You're not a nobody. Some people really think that they're a nobody, but I still love them, I still like them. Especially when they have those beautiful Asian eyes, you know. Who can defy those beautiful Pinoy Asian eyes? Nobody can. I mean, people from the Philippines, they are the most wanted nationality for foreigners. Many guys from you know, Europe or America or elsewhere in the world, they go to the Philippines to find a wife. They find a partner there. But I used to have a boyfriend there, but the problem is that there are so many people in the Philippines and they are all smoking hot. It's impossible to love just one. Well, what do they expect? You know, you've got 100 million beautiful Pinoy people, and then you should choose just one. How is that possible? Nobody can do that. And if they claim to be, then they're just liars, I think. Like he's just pretending. But I don't like having secrets. It's too much stress to lie. When you always tell the truth, it's very, very convenient, you know. Now the problem is, of course, that you hurt quite a lot of people when you're telling the truth, because obviously people just want to hear lies. People want you to lie about them. People want to hear from you that they are special, they are smart, they are beautiful. People don't want to know the truth, and the truth is that most people, they are utterly stupid, dumb. That's the truth. I mean, take the average European guy, or no, I'd take the average American guy, and see how stupid that average person is, and then you have to realize that 50% of the people is even dumber than that. And that's a fact, you know. That's why so many politicians are just getting elected, because they just say what stupid people think, whether those opinions are right or wrong. It doesn't matter. I mean, they just say what the voters think, and then they get elected. That's how democracy works, of course. You know. Look at Brexit. I mean, they let people vote on something they don't understand, that they don't know anything about. I mean, if you would on the Brexit vote, you know, that referendum, they should have do an exam first about the European Union and the institutions that they have, like the European Commission. They should have asked the question, what is the European Commission? And then, if they would have answered that one correctly, then they should have been able to vote on the ballot. But they didn't do that. No, just you don't have to think for yourself. You don't have to look up anything. Just listen to our commercials to vote leave, and then people just do it. They just do it. They have those fancy leave commercials with Brexit. Right? And people just listen to it when they're in the car, and they say, oh yeah. Oh man, this commercial has fancy music. It must be true. And then people vote leave, and then they're surprised. Oh my god, I'm getting poor. Oh my god, now we have to pay custom taxes. Oh my god, there's so much more paperwork. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, that. We thought that cutting off from a 17 trillion market with a lot of worldwide power is a good thing. Yeah. I'm wondering why those politicians that were supporting Brexit, why are they still alive? I don't get it. The people should have burnt them in the streets. But then again, I mean, the people, it's their own fault. I mean, they had the choice. They could have voted to stay, and they didn't. Who's to blame? Politicians? I don't think so. People are to blame for not doing their own research, for not thinking critically, you know. And it's proof that democracy doesn't always work in favor of the truth. And that's also why I can't participate in politics, because when you are into politics, you need to say what people think and not what you think about yourself. And you know, in politics, science doesn't matter. What matters is getting elected, and the way it's happening doesn't matter. And you need to compromise all the time, and you form an alliance with another political party, and then you can do nothing. I prefer to work with facts and truth and, you know, research, like valuable research, real research. Or proving previous theories wrong, for example, then you can win a Nobel Prize. My housemate in Bangkok, he voted leave. He's a complete dumbass. He can only speak one language. He lives in Thailand, but he doesn't speak a word of Thai, and he doesn't care about learning the language. Or he's not stupid. No, he's not smart enough to learn the language. I think that's more the case. He has not the brains to learn a foreign language properly, like I do. And I really don't care about him now because I'm back in Belgium. And he blocked me on Facebook. Because I refused to pay for the condo anymore, so he called me. When I left, the first thing was what he was talking about. He wasn't interested in why I left or whatever. He was just interested in, hey, are you gonna pay the rent anymore? So like hell. Why should I? I'm out. And he started moaning about the contract and blah blah blah. Well, I don't give a shit. Because the thing is, he told me that if I couldn't afford to pay the rent, that he was willing to pay the rent by full. But of course that was a lie. It was just a lie. He was just bullshitting me. And I proved right, because when I left he had to move to another condo, which was cheaper. Because he wasn't able to afford that other condo. Yeah, I couldn't stay with him no longer. I really had it with him. But I'm not going into too much detail about it. Yeah, that's what life is all about, you know. Meeting people and then discovering that, oh my, what a dumbasses they are. He voted leave, what the hell? I asked him, do you know what the European Commission is and does? He was like, And the thing is, he is a teacher. He is a teacher in Thailand. He teaches to 5-year-olds, right? He's just teaching 5-year-olds, and he's not even teaching math or anything like that. He's they call it digital technology, which is a fancy name for just, you know, what you call it in English? Like making stuff with your hands, cutting paper and gluing stuff together. That's his job, you know. And some other subjects as well, but nothing like learning to write or doing math, or nothing like history or something like that. No, he has the easy stuff. But yeah, you would think that, oh, you have a college degree, then you should be able to do proper research, or, you know, really consider the things you vote for that has a serious impact on your country. But no, their research is the Leave commercial on the radio. They say, oh, what a nice music. It must be true because the music is very beautiful. I'm gonna vote Leave. Well, he left the UK for Thailand. That's a very nice job as a teacher, you know, teaching 5-year-olds for an insane amount of money. That's okay. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but if I would be a teacher, I would be completely exhausted when I would come back home. Some people ask me, why did you become a teacher? Oh my goodness. I think the teenagers would start bullying me, or from day one. They say, oh my god, what the hell is that? What kind of teacher is this? So yeah, maybe the first month I will be very motivated, but then after 2 months or 3 months I will be pissed off like hell. And saying, oh, screw this, I should have never become a teacher. Because you know how it goes, you know, all these teachers, they are highly frustrated after 20 years of service, and they no longer care about the wellness of the children or the pupils in general. They're just doing everything for the parents, actually, so sometimes I think that what teachers are doing in classes and everything, it's just for the parents, because the kids they go home and they show, oh, look what I made in class, or look, this is what we learned today in class, and those parents are gonna say, oh wow, that's really nice and stuff like that. So I think that teachers are just doing it for that, for the parents' reaction on what they learn and everything. Because when you see teachers on, that open day that schools organize once a year to invite parents to do some marketing for the school, then they behave completely different than when they're in the classroom. In the classroom they can be grumpy like hell, but then on the open day, then they suddenly become highly respectable towards children. First they treat you like shit, and then when it's open day, oh, then they treat you with respect suddenly. Like, hey, wow. But of course, it's all a lie, and unfortunately they only stay that way for just one day, and then they treat you again like shit. Who did that? They actually, rented plants. They rented plants for a day to make the school more beautiful. And to pretend that, oh, this school is very nice and beautiful, with all these plants and everything, but it was all just a joke. It's just defrauding parents, like saying, oh, look at how beautiful we are as a school. But then when those kids arrive on the first day of school, when they're finally enrolled, and then they say, hey, where are all those plants? Oh my god, and all those teachers, they're like assholes. They treat us like dirt. Yeah, I still remember on that very first day, we had to, it wasn't a really first day of class. It was just like, getting to know each other and, forming groups and playing games together and stuff like that. And at some point in the afternoon, we had to, create a drawing or something, whatever. I forgot what. We had to use our black pen, and I had a black pen, and I was using it on paper and stuff like that. And out of a sudden, that teacher said, Matt, come here with your pen. And she said, oh, just what I thought. This pen is just for plastic and wood and metal, not for paper. And then I was not allowed to use that pen anymore for my paper. I was like, what the fuck, does it matter that much? Just because it says that you can use this pen for wood and for plastic, you can no longer use it for paper? What the hell? But yeah, well, that happens with teachers, And there is a reason why teachers become teachers and they work in some public school because, because they're weird and no, they wouldn't stand a chance in a normal company. I mean, it's well known. Because what do you learn in school? Not much. You have to learn everything by yourself, I learned English by just watching movies, and, in Belgium we have subtitles in Dutch. And I was just using those to learn English. I was listening to the conversations and I was reading the translations, and that way I got my basis in English. Mike asked me last month, hey Matt, what can I do to become a better English speaker? I said, just watch your favorite... Excuse me. I don't know why my live stream is offline. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I'm okay. Oh yeah, looks like I'm back now. Seems like there was a bump in dropped frames 960. Looks like something happened with my with my computer or something. Yeah, whatever. Hey, someone said something. Nuxel Titler Beach. I don't know why he said that. I'm a bit confused. Nuxel Hitler, but Nuxel Hitler or something. Nuxel Titler or something. I don't know what it means. I hope it has nothing to do with Hitler.
Cabby, I need a ride.
Sure, come in. So what was I talking about? I forgot. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I forgot what we were talking about, and I forgot where we were going to. Oh, wow. We almost hit that. Hey, we are almost finished. You see, 18 more fairs. Well, 17, and we don't count this one. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about school and everything, and how many bad teachers there are in the world, and how useless most school subjects actually are. Because I learned so much in geography and biology and history, but I don't remember that much. It's like, what's the point in, you know, memorizing all that stuff when you can just look it up, you know? There's no point in memorizing stuff that you can actually look up. I mean, exams should be about, fixing stuff, or like solving stuff, like math, or like in geography, like comparing, you know, the different sediments or the different layers in soil, and then, you know, form an opinion about that, like what should be a good idea to do here or there, or how well is this soil going to retain the heat, or you know, form a layer of protection. That will be useful for geography. Well, I have to say I'm quite happy that I know the world map very well. So I know really well all the different countries in the world, but you know, that has never been an exam where you actually had to, you know, memorize all the capital cities and stuff like that. So yeah, you learn less useful stuff that I can't even remember. I remember when we went to north of France with school in terms of geography. We just went there and we dug a hole in the ground to check the different layers in the soil in northern France. I can't remember the different layers that there were. What's the point going all the way to the northern of France to just dig a hole there? And you know, we didn't even stay there for 1 day, we stayed there for 2 days, and we had to sleep in some phony baloney hostel, youth hostel, where they only spoke French, of course. Well, we learned French in school, so it wasn't that much of a big deal, but yeah. It's not much fun to speak French, you know, in a hostel. Why they don't speak English like any accommodation in the world? It's much easier. And no, English is not my native language. Get in, bitch. hardware store in Little Havana.
You driving like you crazy.
Yeah, and you're dead. Alright, 86, we're almost there, man. It's been 90 minutes almost. Oh my fucking god. Sometimes when I have those conversations with my psychologist, I tell them, oh, I just want to kill my teachers from before. When I was in high school, I really want to kill them. And then she asks me how, and I say, oh, just break into their house at night and then put some toxic substance in their milk in their refrigerator and then just leave like nothing happened. And in the morning they haven't noticed the clue and then they drink a cup of milk and then dead. That's how I would kill people. I'm not the type of guy who would just, you know, have blood or DNA going everywhere. No, I just kill them with poison. With a delayed poison, like they drink it and then just 3 days later they die. By a heart attack. Nobody has a fucking clue. That's the ideal murder. Especially now it's easier because they are much older now, they are all retired, so... But then again, why take the risk of killing your teachers when they are going to die anyway? And they're already retired, and just wait a couple more years and they're gone. Let's send them to Musty Pines or something like that, you know? Send them to Musty Pines, it takes 3 months or less, and then we can enjoy their money. Well, not me, their heirs. Right? Then instead of complaining in the classroom, those teachers can complain in Musty Pines. Play